It's a new brand for GotAUkulele today. It's quirky, it's different, and you might need ear protection. Yes, it's GotAUkulele review day. As always, here's your summary video review. Link below takes you to the full detailed review and the specs. Thanks again to my Patreons and people who've donated to the website to keep it going. And why not consider subscribing? Hit that subscribe button down there and also the little bell thing. You know what to do. Okay, this is a new brand for me. It's a Far Eastern brand, but available now in the UK because Southern Ukulele Store, who loaned this one to me, have become Europe's first dealer for them. The brand is called Oulcraft. They're from South Korea and the brainchild of a luthier team there that were trained in Japan in master luthiery. Oulcraft, O-U-L-C-R-A-F-T. I don't know why it's O-U-L, because their logo is an owl's face, which is O-W-L. Maybe it's a Korean thing, I don't know. And this is the Oulcraft Soul concert, and it's a pretty looking thing. Oulcraft, like some other Far Eastern instruments, the likes of brands like the Rebel, a little bit on the quirky side in terms of the decoration. This isn't the quirkiest one they do, but it's got its quirks, but I rather like it. And it is a double bout concert, made from all solid tone woods. That is a solid, really good quality Engelmann spruce top in two pieces. The grain is so tight and there's no real colour variation. It's very pale, exactly what it should look like. It's also really thin, and the back and sides are made of mahogany. Mahogany is never the most interesting wood to look at. Two pieces for both. But it's got a nice bit of stripe and a bit of shimmer to it as well. I love that combination. The combination is very much like what the Rebel have done. Reminds me a lot of the Opio line of ukuleles as well. That kind of Far Eastern, not quite the norm, and not the Hawaiian. It's not made of koa. This is spruce and mahogany. And the woods are clearly very, very good. I'll come on to more of the finish and the decor in a moment. The bridge here is Indian rosewood. It's really small and diminutive. At first glance I thought, well, it must be a slot bridge because it's that small. It's not. It's a tie bar. I really like that. I really like the little carving around the end as well, and that is a bone saddle with a compensated top. Decor. No, you're not getting any edge binding or anything like that. You're getting this sort of abstract mother of pearl inlay. They look kind of like pebbles on a beach. I don't know what the look is. I don't know what they're going for, but that's what they look like to me. Some people won't like them because they're quirky and will prefer a rosette. I rather like them, actually. I don't know why. And it's finished in the gloss, and you've got two different types of gloss. The top, because the spruce is very smooth, is like an absolute mirror. I love the fact that these edges are chamfered off, very much like Koaloa do and Opio did as well. That exudes quality. I think it would be a real shame to have put a binding on that because it's so nicely done. Whereas the gloss on the back and sides is more of an open pore gloss, bit like you'll get on a Kamaka ukulele. Again, it's flawless. They're really nice and chamfered off as well. Just a really comfortable instrument. It reminds me of Koaloa's in a lot of ways. Inside, impeccably tidy. You've got a sort of cross-bracing affair in here. They're nice and thin. The linings are notched. I can't see an ounce of glue or mess. Yeah, really nice. Really resonant. The neck is made of a single piece carved out of Spanish cedar. I love this sort of thin carving down to the heel. It's wonderful. It's also wonderfully flat up here. Nice shallow profile. A roomy enough 36mm and about 28mm G2A, so a comfortable, wide, flat neck. That's going to be fast to play. What's also going to be fast to play is that these frets, of which you get 19 and 14 to the body, are thin and skinny and low. They're not edge bound, but there's no sharp edges at all. Really comfortable neck and skinny frets. More of the quirkiness on the position markers, which are moon phase symbols, one of them with a cloud, and not really my cup of tea, and they're at 5, 7, 10, 12 and 15. You also got regular dots on the side too. I think I prefer regular dots facing out, but there we are. The skinny nut, really thin nut, It's made of bone. My first, it's not a gripe, purely aesthetics. I think the headstock is really rather plain. It's an interesting enough shape, but there's a lot of space up here. I think that Oulcraft logo in pearl looks a bit lost on it, and it's just an extension of the cedar wood. I think it would look nice if it was faced in something. I don't know what, because facing it in spruce would probably look weird. Mahogany, don't know. Something to tie it back to the body. It just looks a bit lost. Tuners, you might be thinking I'm going to gripe about these, but I'm really not. They're gears, but they're GotAU UK 700 gears. Incredibly good quality. These are the ones with the where you can adjust the height of the string post to adjust your brake angle at your nut, if you were so minded. But the quality of the metalwork and the gears on these are really, really good. Comes with Worth CM clear strings. You get a really decent gig bag. And the price, as I say, these are carried by Southern Ukulele Store, the only people carrying them in Europe. And to have one of these would cost you £899. It's a serious amount of money, but it's not top end. It's more than the OPOs. It's in the same sort of ballparks as the Rebel, which it reminds me of an awful lot. But it's cheaper than the Hawaiian K-brands. It's cheaper than a Moonbird concert. So I can understand the pricing. And what I will say is that on build, quality and finish, it's absolutely worth the money. This is impeccably well made. I cannot find a single thing wrong with it. The finish is lovely. The gloss on that top is marvellous. No sharp edges, no roughness, really good tuners, really nice, good condition fingerboard and bridge. Really, really nice. It's dead light as well. Really light and resonant, like a drum. Really nicely balanced. None of that matters if it sounded ropey. But, you know, I'm looking at this build quality and I'm thinking, how can it sound quality? Anything but quality, because it would be a crying shame if they'd built something like this and not got the sound out of it. But it does happen. Now, you are going to have to take my word for it on volume. And I said this in the introduction, because I've obviously set the levels right on this so that you can both hear me and you can, you know, and I don't blow the microphone. But this is one of the punchiest ukuleles I think I've ever played. When this first arrived, I didn't open it until the evening. My daughter was asleep and I played it downstairs, just a couple of light strums, and I woke her up. It's amazingly loud. God, it's loud. It projects, and the sustain is really good too. Now, of course, projection doesn't mean anything. Quite often you can make something really loud in projection, but it loses its footing because it gets muddy. The notes kind of meld into each other. None of it. It's dead clear. There's a brightness coming from the spruce that is mellowed off by the mahogany and the build, whether the bracing is doing something, but it is a really, really balanced tone. That's absolutely terrific. That is absolutely terrific. Jangly, character, chimey. I absolutely adore the sound. It's so nice to play as well on the neck. That's impressed me seriously. Is it the nicest ukulele I've ever played? It's right up there. Is it the nicest concert I've ever played? That's right up there too. I'm not going to stick my neck out and say any more than that, but it gets a very, very good score. The build is superb. There are some appointments that some people won't like. Have a look at others in the range. The build, though, is absolutely amazing. The volume is amazing. The projection is excellent. The sustain is excellent. That tone is broad and rich and not a one-trick pony. It's not just all bright. It's a bit of everything. I've absolutely loved playing it. This has put a smile on my face in the way that picking up things like a Koaloa has done. The Oulcraft Soul Concert Ukulele, solid spruce top, solid mahogany back and sides, handmade in South Korea, $8.99, very, very highly recommended. There we are. Enjoy your lockdown. Stay safe, everybody. See you very soon.